Hello there, nature enthusiasts. Today we journey back to the Paleocene epoch some 60 million years ago, a time when the Earth was a vastly different place. Imagine a world dominated by reptiles, a world where the apex predator wasn't a lion or a bear, but a snake. Yes, you heard that right. A snake, not just any snake, mind you, but the Titanoboa, a colossal serpent stretching over 40 feet long and weighing more than a car. This was a creature that could easily swallow a crocodile whole. Life as a Titanoboa wasn't all sunshine and roses, though. The dense, swampy forests posed their own set of challenges. Imagine the challenges of navigating a world built for creatures a fraction of your size. Every movement required immense effort and energy. Think about the constant hunt for food to satisfy an appetite that could rival a whole pride of lions. Finding enough prey was a daily struggle. Being the biggest fish, or rather snake in the pond, wasn't as glamorous as it sounds. The Titanoboa had to deal with its own set of unique problems. Join me as we slither into the fascinating and often hilarious world of the Titanoboa and discover why being a giant prehistoric snake wasn't always a walk in the park. Or should I say a slither in the swamp? From its hunting techniques to its survival strategies, there's so much to uncover about this incredible creature. Picture this. You're a Titanoboa, waking up after a good nap. You stretch, all 40 feet of you, and bump into a tree. Ouch. Being a Titanoboa meant constantly navigating a world that wasn't built for your immense size. Finding a comfortable spot to rest? Forget about it. Those cozy caves, too small. Sunbathing on a rock, you'd be sprawled across the entire riverbank. Everything was a tight squeeze. A constant reminder that you were a giant in a miniature world. And let's not forget about the weight issues. Imagine lugging around a ton of muscle and scales everywhere you go. Talk about a workout. Every slither, every coil, every hunt was an exercise in extreme heavy lifting. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, food. Whether it's a family picnic or a gourmet feast, food is something we all enjoy. A Titanoboa's stomach was as big as its appetite, and trust me, it was always hungry. This prehistoric giant could eat creatures whole, and it needed to sustain its massive size. Imagine having to eat the equivalent of a whole crocodile in one sitting. That's the kind of meal a Titanoboa would go for. Finding enough prey in the dense, humid swamps of prehistoric South America was no easy feat. The jungle was teeming with life, but not all of it was easy to catch. It was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, only the needle was a giant turtle and the haystack was full of grumpy crocodiles. The Titanoboa had to be both patient and stealthy. And even when you did find something tasty, actually catching it was a whole other challenge. The prey was often quick and elusive. Sure, you had the constricting power to crush a small car, but sometimes those crafty prehistoric crocs managed to escape your grasp. They were not easy targets. Talk about a frustrating dining experience. Even the mightiest predators had their off days, and the Titanoboa was no exception. Life in the Paleocene swamps wasn't exactly a luxury holiday. Imagine sweltering heat, stifling humidity, and swarms of mosquitoes the size of your, well, maybe not that big, but you get the picture. Competition for resources was fierce. Giant crocodiles, massive turtles, and even predatory fish were all vying for a piece of the swamp. It was a constant battle for survival, a prehistoric free-for-all. And let's not forget the mud. Oh, the mud! It was everywhere, clinging to your scales, making you heavier, and generally making life difficult. Imagine trying to look majestic and intimidating when you're covered head to tail in swamp muck. Not exactly the glamorous life of a top predator, is it? So there you have it, a glimpse into the life of a Titanoboa, one of the largest snakes to have ever existed. It was a life of constant challenges, from finding food to avoiding being food, a never-ending cycle of survival. From navigating a too-small world to simply staying clean in a muddy swamp, every day was a test of endurance. But amidst all the struggles, there's something undeniably fascinating about these colossal creatures, isn't there? They were the product of a unique time in Earth's history, a time when reptiles ruled and giants roamed the land. And here's a fun fact to impress your friends. Despite their immense size, Titanoboas were actually non-venomous snakes, relying on other means to hunt. They relied solely on their powerful muscles to constrict their prey, a method both efficient and deadly. Imagine that, being squeezed by a snake the size of a bus.